Nope. Nope, this is not a false alarm. You read this correct. Shrek is having a reboot by Illumination Studios. Oh my god. First of all, there's several things wrong about this. Shrek having a reboot. What on earth? Shrek literally just came out in 2001. So why does anyone even think that it even deserves a reboot? That's the first thing. So even if it wasn't a great, why are people even going near Shrek? It's been literally like under 2 decades. Like, what on earth? What are people thinking? That's the first thing. Second of all, Illumination Studios, I'm not sure whether they should be touching anything because they don't really have the best track record, you know? I'm just saying. Now I've got that out of the way. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Welcome to Chris Storby Talking. And yes, you guys have unfortunately what on earth is this? Yes, unfortunately, you guys read the title correctly. Shrek is having a reboot. Is it needed? No. Do we want it? No. Well, most of us don't want it, but there are a couple people who don't really care about it. And this is what this video is about. Now, Minions. Was it good? It sold a bit. Do I care enough? Not really. Despicable Me. But why do I feel like I'm saying every I can't speak today. What is going on? Despicable Me. 1, loved it. 2, still loved it. I'm not gonna lie. It's probably one of the few who still loved it. 3, I still liked 3. Okay, I love Despicable Me. You got me. But I don't feel like they're the right hands to be taking over Shrek. Like, why do they feel like they need to be doing this? All right, here's the thing. Here is the thing. The thing about Shrek is the actual premise of Shrek isn't really that great, you know. I mean, it was innovative and unique when it dropped, but the actual story plot of it is pretty much a buddy cop animation in the swamp. I really can't speak today. In the swamp. But what really made it work wasn't just the studio. So Illumination joined, like, wanting to do a reboot. Okay, that's not really like what people are worrying about. It's the fact that the actors who voiced these iconic characters really brought these characters to life. I'm talking Mike Myers, I'm talking Eddie Murphy, I'm talking Cameron Diaz. These 3 right here, they just created just a masterpiece. Obviously, the studio that did it, like DreamWorks, amazing. He did a great job. It looked fantastic. It looked amazing, especially before the time that it came out. But the voice actors were really what carried this and really brought the characters to life. So if another studio does want to do a reboot, even if you do have the best studio, even if it's Disney, obviously Disney or DreamWorks, I don't know, that's a whole different video in itself. Will they be able to actually deliver what the greats Mike Myers, Cameron Diaz, Eddie Murphy gave us? That is my question. Whilst I'm going through the video, if there are any points that you kind of agree or disagree with, please leave your thoughts down below, because I feel like a conversation is always something. It's always something that should be allowed to happen, whether you are on the same page or whether you're not, just because then we're able to kind of understand what people are thinking. But I am against this, but purely because of the voice actors. Now, I don't know how it's going to work, really, you know? All right, so I've managed to pull an article from the Polygon website just to see what they were able to get, and I saw that they were able to actually get in touch with the CEO of Illumination. So let's see what they have to say. Following in the tradition of all great cinematic universes, Shrek and all associated Shrek properties, including Puss in Boots, are getting rebooted, Variety reports. Okay. The new versions of the infamous ogre and his smooth-talking feline sidekick will be handled by Illumination Entertainment, the studio responsible for Minions. Why did they say Minions? They should have said Despicable Me. Chris Meledandri, CEO of Illumination, has been handed the sacred task of revamping Shrek, Fiona, Donkey, and Puss in Boots for the next generation. While this means new storylines and new animation, Meledandri says that if possible, he'd like the original voice actors to return. To him, the stellar voice cast is what made the original movie so popular in the first place. Crazy psychic ability going on right there between the Chris's. When you look back on those vocal performances, they're awesome. And while you certainly could make a case for a complete reinvention, I find myself responding to my own nostalgic feelings of wanting to go back to those characterization, Melandri told Variety. Okay, gonna leave that at that. If you do want a bit more of that article, I will leave that in the description box. But what I want to ask you, Chris Meledandri, Mr. Meledandri, okay, it's actually a lot easier to say than I expected. If you thought this, if you got this whole nostalgic connection to it, why do you feel like you need to touch? Why do you need to touch it? Before I rage, let's see what Twitter has to say. Okay, @Smellman426 says, "This is not okay, Shrek is fine the way it is. I agree with you. I totally agree with you. And then we also have here Rama Screen saying more reboots are coming your way and they're not even waiting for the previous franchise to age. This is so true. Pancho and Concerto says, don't you fucking dare. Just a straight up hashtag and then hashtag Shrek and just the link. Diamond or at D_eyes10 says, I'm literally crying and shaking right now. This can't be happening. No, no, no. That's exactly how I felt, and that's exactly why I'm making this video, because people need to know. Okay, maybe if enough people are against it, we can stop it. I'm not the kind of person to, I don't know, want to fill out like petitions and all that kind of stuff, but let's create a petition, please. I don't know, I'm joking, but I'm not joking because okay. Even though I've just said a whole bunch of tweets that are literally siding with me with the whole fact that it shouldn't be happening, there is always going to be people who are going to disagree with you. And for that, I was just searching as well, because most of the tweets I like literally, I shit you not, most of the tweets were just angry, just rants and all that. So I finally found one, and what's crazy is this tweet has 20 comments, 8 reposts and 47 likes, so people were clearly on the same mindset. And Armani says here, hot take, it's always been a garbage franchise. Ooh, with nothing memorable. Memorable, it's okay, don't rage. The jokes are all made for the year the film's releases, and those film have aged badly. There, I said it. Okay, Armani's of Solotology. I would have taken your tweet in consideration, but considering I can just about make sense of your tweet, I'm gonna disregard it. I'm joking. I'm not joking. I am joking. I don't know. Basically, you're wrong is what I want to say, but you're allowed to be wrong, so there you go. So my question to you guys is, how do you feel about this reboot? Should it happen? Should it not happen? Do you think that reboots are dead? Should they be rebooting things? For example, Disney's been rebooting a whole bunch of movies into live action, but that being said, it is their own work, so I guess they can do that. But even so, are you against that as well? But for crying out loud, man, Shrek being rebooted 2001. Oh, last of all, what voice actors could take on Shrek, Princess Fiona, and Donkey? I don't know. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please follow my Instagram, Chris Is Talking, or follow my Twitter, Chris Is Talking, and try to make it a lot easier for you guys. Or subscribe, like, share, and leave your down below in the comment box. I will see you guys soon. I don't know. Let me see if I can just leave you guys on a good note.
Maybe I could have decapitated an entire village and put their heads on a plate, got a knife, cut open their spleen and drink their fluids. Does that sound good to you?
No, not really, no. Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kind of dumb with her finger.